Hello, and welcome back. Well, we're near the end of July 5th, and I wanted to make this video a little earlier, but something I totally discounted. You see, I have a lung condition I was born with. It's quite possibly inherited. Likely that's considered one of these birth defects that they missed when I was born. And that's probably directly related to genetic damage I inherited from Agent Orange. See, my father was in Vietnam with the 1st Air Cavalry in 1965 when they first arrived there. So if you ever saw that movie, Once We Were Soldiers, yeah, those guys picking up the bodies and loading on the ammo onto the slicks. Yeah, that would have been my dad. Anyway, so because of that, I have a diminished lung, which is kind of sounds crazy when you think about it. You know, it's like I like to sing and I smoke, and I shouldn't be, but it is what it is. So I have an elevated diaphragm. So when there's fires here in LA, or so I'm fortunate. I totally discounted the idea that with all the fireworks and M80s and M200s going off around here, gunpowder, yeah, and all the residue and pollution. In fact, there's still every now and then. Don't be surprised we hear another big boom in the background, because you know there's still some idiots out there with didn't blow up everything, and yeah. There's no way for me to embed some footage of what they had in the news, but it looked like a goddamn war zone. I mean, it looked like multiple firefights throughout the city, but it's just fireworks, you know, fireworks. People having fun, albeit illegal fun, but you know, hey, you know, it is what it is. Salud. So getting back to the aftermath. It wasn't as bad this year as it's been in years past. Mio's still very needy and you know, and difficult, but not as bad as years prior. And also definitely by about 11 o'clock, most people, I'd say 90% of the fireworks and big bangs stopped. But you know, there'd be some people that would continue on until about 2 in the morning. The last big bang came out at 03:30 hours, and that was probably the biggest one, and it was probably very close to here. It sounded like an M200, and yeah, it shook the building and set off some car alarms and rattled a few nerves. I was just like, oh god damn, what the fuck? Why can't you wait till the next morning? Whatever, you know, that late at night. I mean, I was a teenager once too, you know. It's like we did some stupid stuff. I mean, but come on, this is a little obnoxious, you know. After a certain hour, I mean, even then, I would have said the same thing. But that's besides the point. So we survived. Again, it's a very stressful night. So it's almost impossible to enjoy 4th of July. You know, I've been under normal circumstances because of our autism. And while I had not considered it, yeah, there's some memories of my father's PTSD that came back, and I don't think of it often, you know. I don't think of my old man that often, but it is Oban, and so he's in the back of my mind, along with a lot of other people. But it's very specifically related to 4th of July. Yes, my father's PTSD does, you know, does conjure up some memories, and I'm certain if you are a combat veteran, or if you have undergone some, you're not a veteran, maybe not even ex-military, and you've had some personal trauma, maybe you were a subject of abuse or something wildly horrific, and you survived and you try to put it out of your head, you know, these big bangs somehow triggers that. I get that, and my sympathies. It's, again, well, I do have my own personal traumas. They're not related to big bangs. No, they're affected by the fireworks and stuff. But the stress that my daughter goes through, because she doesn't understand it. I mean, you show her the fireworks, but it's firecrackers and, you know, the borderline military grade munitions that go off at, you know, that you can't see. I mean, all you can see is the flash. And when that flash takes up the whole fucking sky, you're like, oh, god damn, what the fuck are they blowing up? I mean, seriously, someone, you gotta be wondering, how many people lost their hands last night? I mean, and for what? I mean, even though my daughter was neurotypical, given what's going on. I mean, I drove past Home Depot today. There wasn't a soul out there. Not even a food vendor. Nobody. You know, and it's very sad. It's sad because, those people were just trying to earn a living. They weren't breaking the laws. I mean, Pam Bondi and Christy Puppy Slayer, whatever the fuck she wants to call herself today, or cosplay bitch. You can lie about this shit all you want and call them dangerous criminals. Yeah, a bunch of big fucking grown men in Kevlar with assault weapons and brass knuckles and other padding and stuff, taking down an 80-year-old grandmother who's just selling tacos. Fuck you. They're not dangerous criminals. And you know it. You're just a fucking racist. And because that shit went down not even a mile from here, where we shot our other videos about, Stardust Ballroom. Yeah, it's upsetting because this disrupts the community more than easy. M200s, and I feel sorry for these people, and what happened to them is not right, and it's un-American. So, would I wanted to celebrate the 4th this year? I don't see how. In what conscionable universe is that even possible with any degree of ethics or understanding of what freedom and what America stands for? This is unconscionable, what we're seeing. This is Third Reich, Third World bullshit in our streets, caused by this racist fucking president that another racist swung some electronic votes and made it happen. I mean, come on. They're bragging about it. That's how bold, and unfortunately my candidate has not called them out on that, and that kind of bugs me. Hey, Tim, Sergeant, Command Sergeant Major, I have respect to you for that, but you've been willing to speak out on a lot of things. You should call them out on this shit. Seriously. It's not like we can go back in time and, they had their fantasy of thinking, oh, they're going to be reinstated any moment. Yeah, that planned all this shit. And, we did our part to avoid this. Now I'm hoping, I can't tell you what the next 3 years are going to be like. I can't tell you. And I may not even be alive. And my lung could give out, or I can have about 20 armed men show up here with guns, and all I gotta do is say one word and they'll pull the trigger. They got it out for us. This is why I've been avoiding protests, because I can stand with 100 people saying, fuck you, Trump, and if one fucking LAPD, and it's the wrong one, spots me for being trans, this is what happens. No matter where I go, the fucking the weapon is pointed and trained on me. I don't like weapons being pointed at me. I've had way too many weapons pointed at me, and I'm not even a veteran. I'm just living here in the city, and I'm not going to get into that. So it's just been very stressful. Almost 30 hours now. And there's still some people still firing off firecrackers here now and then. You hear them up in the distance. Sometimes it's close by. And I just, what can I tell you? I'm exhausted. I don't lack of sleep and the stress, and it gets me. And add a little heat to this. It's not even better. Yeah. Among other things. We got so much else to worry about right now. So, Again, I reject that fucking notion that if you're not celebrating, you must hate America. No, no, we don't. Actually, we love this country. That's why we mourn for it. From what these people are doing to it in our name is evil. I mean, Trump famously said, after going to North Korea and watching how everybody is servile and afraid of dear leader, that he wants us to do the same. Never going to happen. You can put a bullet in my head on live TV and it's not going to happen. I still won't do it. Fuck you. We're Americans. We don't bow to dictators. It's just sad that July 4th was about, gaining our independence from a tyrannical dictator. And what have we done? This country has welcomed back a tyrannical man who wants to be a dictator. He doesn't have complete freedom, but, the Supreme Court just keeps, bending over. I mean, what's it going to take for them to be told, okay, you're all fired? I don't know. The fickle cheeseburger of fate hasn't done its job, so I don't know what to tell you. I'm sorry, my energy has been focused on getting rid of you-know-who, and that's not who you think. And so far my plan is working, but it does take a lot out of me. I mean, and I only say this, use wisely. Anyway, at this point, I hope your 4th was better. I mean, I understand, maybe, again, due to politics. Okay, hear that? There you go. There you go, exactly what I'm talking about. You can't quite relax just yet because they're still doing it. Whoever that was probably has one more up his sleeve. Okay. So, I apologize if I've been rambling on. I was just kind of hoping that we'd get one on camera, and there you go. There it is. Yep, there's another one. Hear that? I swear, it's like last time it sounded like a fucking war zone. At least that's not going to be sustained all night long, thankfully. And I'm going to somehow just put this date behind me and hope maybe, again, fate intervenes before these fools do something so unbelievably stupid that we all have a price to pay for it. I mean, we just want to live our lives. I mean, this is what America's about, personal individual freedoms. These people don't believe in that. They say they're for about freedom, but no, they want to control everything. And this obsession with genitalia, what the fuck is that about? I just think it's really golden that the Mark Zuckerbergs of the world and Jeff Bezos and, all these fucking Republican clowns, they want to say, oh, transgender people, they're just mentally ill. It's like, excuse me, I'm not the one obsessed with other people's genitalia. Sorry, I'm not the ones obsessed with what kind of sex people are having. In fact, I can give a rat's ass as long as people are happy and not harming anybody, against their will. I mean, there's this thing called, consent, They're just obsessed with power, and they prey on people's fear and ignorance. I mean, that's why they wrap themselves around a Bible and wear crosses when they don't believe any of that shit. If they did, they would behave a lot differently. I'm certain of it. Every now and then, I'll meet someone who is an actual, not only a believer, but an actual theologian. And strangely enough, they still have some faith in that stuff. And, well, you'll never convince me. I can respect those people. They're very few in number. And they would tell you first off that those people are not representing properly. And they're acting in manners that is in direct contradiction to their teachings and doctrines. But that's another subject, and we're not going to go further into it. I just want to de-stress, and as much as I want to let my hair down, just wait for one more. You just know it's going to come. Well, again, I hope your 4th was better, and maybe the next one might be better. I don't know. It's It's hard to say. One could hope that, they always say there's always it's always darkest before the dawn. Let's hope that dawn comes soon, because I don't know how much of this we can all bear. It's a lot worse than last time. And for you people that wanted to scream genocide and your petty reasons for not doing the right thing, we told you so. And here we are. And if you're saying, well, that don't mean anything, it doesn't affect me, believe me. They come for me, eventually they come for you. I've seen how this movie ends, and it doesn't end well. Hopefully someone pulls a plug on this production before more people get killed. Because right now there's just way too many people that are hurt right now, and it's breaks my heart, and I don't say that facetiously. Your family's been ripped apart right now, and this obsession with terrorizing people in this country. And there you go again. Mm-hmm. It's criminal what they're doing. But again, you elect a fucking criminal, expect criminality. And that's what you have. Well, my wish and I'll say this, my toast for all of you is that one day the 4th of July will mean something again. And perhaps maybe our country will mean something again. Our flag will mean something again. Because right now, that's a crying shame. Salut. Yes, and goddamn deed. Well, this is David Death Dolly, and I'm going to switch gears here and take care of some business. But I wish you all safety, love, security. As always, I say please be kind to each other, because you don't know how long we all have. Be kind to yourself. Try to do good things and try to find the good in some people, but also know when to stop trying. Because there's just some, like they say in Texas, there's just some people just need killing. Yeah. Well, again, please take care of yourself. Love you all. And thank you for coming to my channel and supporting us. Please hit the like button or subscribe. It helps me. I know you hear everybody say that, but it really does. It really does make a difference now that I'm a content creator. I'm seeing it. I'll be honest with you. And I'll try to keep things relevant or somewhat entertaining. We're not doing the, I don't want to mention her name, but the rage baiter over there on Instagram and TikTok. Oh my God, it's one more fucking stunt. It's like, can you misrepresent people any better? I mean, fuck. Yeah, you know her. Yeah, Miss Missy Supreme. Yeah, you know her. She's always getting misgendered. She's laying out a rage bait. She's always playing the victim. And she wonders why she gets so much hate. Oh, you know her. Come on, rip her to shreds. You know her. Come on, rip her to shreds. All right, here's to you, Lily. Take care, everyone. Love y'all.